Hello, today we have the founder of Andromeda District, Jonathan Taylor, and
Hello.
today we're going to get into his story and how he founded Andromeda District. So, what was the beginning of Andromeda District? How did you come up with the idea and how did it start? How did you begin?
So this is actually a second generation. We are a second generation business owners. Everything actually started with our parents.
How cute.
Yeah, they built plant holders. So we have a lot of experience with planters and essentially in agriculture. I remember from my grandparents, they grew their own like food, their own fruits and vegetables, and it was very normal for us to go to the patio and just grab something and then
That's
use it to
amazing.
cook with, and so it was something that was always embedded in our family, and so essentially I went to school here and Miami-Dade College first, and then I went to Boston,
Oh,
UMass
cool.
Boston,
Completely
and
different.
very opposite and very different, but very thankful for that
Yeah.
experience. So, right after graduation, me and my brothers decided was to evolve, what we already understood as, plant holders. And, what we wanted to do, the issue is that we needed to evolve. Plant holders are good because they can sustain one plant or one bush or, one tree. But with sustainability, we needed to actually increase the container size. I'm sorry, the greenery and
Yeah.
decrease the container size.
Yeah.
So essentially, that was the logic that prompted us to, create a vertical garden system from the get-go.
Yeah.
From the manufacturing.
Yeah.
And so we are manufacturers of the system, and we also specialize on the installation. We just wanted to create a space that it was really friendly for the environment, and it could help people really design their own natural spaces. You have a lot of landscaping companies out there, or places where you can buy plants,
Yeah.
but not a place where you can actually come and make
Yeah.
your actually design
Yeah,
your own.
customized wall. So, what were
Exactly.
some challenges that you faced when you were coming up with this idea? I feel like for someone who's trying to start a business, which is mainly our audience, like what was so difficult? Like, what were some of the challenges you went through when creating this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so believe it or not, I mean, we had the understanding that the majority of plants were very different, of course. You have different root balls, okay? Basically, the roots of each individual plants behave differently. So, how can we create a planter system that can house,
Yeah,
different
accommodate
root
all of
system
them.
and
Yeah.
accommodate all of them?
Yeah.
So I think that was the challenge, number one. And number two was to do something that was cost effective, that it was guaranteed for lifetime, and that also, people saw as something that it was practical for them, that it would not represent a whole lot of maintenance
Yeah.
and things like that. So this system allowed us to do all of those three things, and basically that's kind of the secret to our salts, if you
Yeah.
will. Our pockets are 10 inches by 4 inches, and essentially they constrain the root growth. So what happens eventually over 5 years time is that the plant and the foliage grows really healthy like this,
Yeah.
but the roots stay small. So eventually, like 5 years down the line, what you see is like almost like a bonsai effect.
Oh, okay, wow. For someone who's interested in getting one of these done, like, kind of give them the benefits of it.
Yeah, so I mean, there is so many benefits. Just to start, I mean, mental health.
Yeah.
anxiety, all of those things. I mean, having a green wall and natural spaces allow us to, just have, a space that, it exudes tranquility and relaxes us.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a lot of studies done on mental health, and those are great benefits. But
Mm-hmm.
more in terms of the sustainability component, it reduces noise. It allows, it cools basically the walls. So this
Mm-hmm.
generates that. What happens is that you don't have a lot of power really
Mm-hmm.
for AC. You're reducing energy cost.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we don't have enough land for trees anymore, but using the
Wow.
walls,
Yeah.
you can incorporate
Yeah. An idea.
biodiversity. You bring, you can incentivize the growth and immigration also of bees population,
Mm-hmm.
butterflies. So it's a
Yeah.
number of different aspects that really tackle sustainability.
So, what are some of your biggest projects you've done so far?
So that's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
We're very happy about the last 10 years of work. We have done over 120,000 square feet of greenery.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
imagine, what was before concrete or void space. Now it's a
Mm-hmm.
space full of life and full of biodiversity.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so that is, number one. Number two, we also built the largest green living wall system in United States, and
Wow.
this is in Nashville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And we also, one of our proudest moments for us is to have built this system here in America, made here in the USA, and make it also
Wow.
very affordable and very accessible
Yeah.
to the population. We essentially have elevated a lot of businesses and a lot
Yeah.
of industries, from real estate to hospitality to restaurants. We essentially have elevated these, brands or,
Mm-hmm.
these
Yeah.
companies using
Yeah.
the green wall. They use it as emblematic for sustainability,
Mm-hmm.
and we're very proud about those accomplishments, about helping, especially those companies like, let's say, Levi's.
Yeah.
We work with them.
Yeah, and the Winwood
Yeah.
pop-up they had.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, they have a huge commitment to creating, apparel with, jeans and
Mhm.
clothing that is sustainable, that is made of hemp and other materials that are
Yeah.
sustainable. So, to go there, create a green wall for them as a crown jewel to really expose that their commitment to sustainability is really a serious thing. So,
Yeah, it helps the brands. For
It helps
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're here in the Coral Gables location.
Yeah.
However, what were some difficulties that you get into before opening the store?
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, a whole lot.
Mhm.
I have to say that we first launched and started commercializing here in the market of Miami back in 2010.
Oh, wow.
So that was really fresh in terms of the the real estate bubble and all of that thing that
Yeah.
happened then. So we really just started with baby steps. Okay. Eventually, when we were fully engaged and really, at that moment I had a job. So,
Yeah.
when I actually left that job to actually start fully engaged on this was in 2012.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
just shy of 10 years now.
Mhm.
And the challenge is that nobody really knew what a vertical garden is.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
before kind of this green sustainability movement that like
Yeah.
everyone's on right now.
Exactly. We were doing this before it was cool.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. So those are the biggest challenges. Architects and real estate companies or interior designers who now are some of our greatest clients. At that moment didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
They you said living walls and they thought is that a wallpaper
Yeah.
or it was really funny
Yeah.
for us too.
Yeah.
So we really had to
Like
just
be a pioneer, pretty much.
correct.
Yeah.
So there is not a way paved,
You had no blueprint.
no
Yeah.
blueprint, then you have to make it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to make it. There were other companies in Europe, and there was more awareness over there, but over here, we encounter all of those issues. So we had to kind of start from the beginning, which is to create awareness first.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
kind of educating the industries.
So we did a lot of, working lunch.
Yeah.
We will come to
Yeah.
see a lot of architects and interior designers. We will bring lunch to them, and then we will do a working lunch session where we explain what this was and the
Yeah.
value of it and sustainability. So little by little, with the
Yeah.
years, they started to use it more and more, and now
Yeah.
that really prompted us to tap into a growth of about 20 to 30% per year.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And then eventually we just said, okay, we are dealing with plants every day. We are dealing with different types of customers and different needs. So we just wanted to open the biophilic design store and do it in a different way, learning from the mistakes, of course, but just also having an element of new, an element of this is something different. It's not
Yeah.
not
another plant store.
another
Yeah.
plant store.
Yeah, yeah.
Come here with your floor plans, come here with your ideas. If you just purchase your home,
Yeah.
and you like to see your home a lot more natural and see, different, kind of change the vibe of your home, and
Yeah.
this is a place to come, bring your floor plans, bring your ideas, your photos, and we help you kind of put your vision together, and create
Yeah.
unique habitats.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
For anyone who's interested in starting, let's say, a business, what advice would you give them?
Connect with your passion.
Yeah.
Connect with what you're passionate about. That's number one. And number two, resilience, because you are going to encounter a lot of hurdles, a lot of issues, and your faith.
Yeah.
Your faith. I think in our case, it was the knowledge that we could trust that God was going to take care of us, that it was going to be okay,
Yeah.
no matter what happened and what was thrown at us. So I think that believing in Him and His Word, I think for us has done a great deal of helping us to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so sweet. What are some of your biggest inspirations?
I'm married and I have 2 kids right now, so every time I come home and I see my daughter come to just want to play and greet me, I think that those moments are, what we
Yeah.
live for.
Yeah.
And these, for me, are gifts that, cannot be purchased. It's something that is bestowed on you. So, that is a great source of inspiration to me. Also, I'm a believer, and I believe in God, and He is also a great source for me of inspiring, especially knowing that we're dealing with, biodiversity,
Yeah.
plants, and things that are, created already
Yeah.
for us. Essentially, we take His creation and we create these patterns and create beautiful things, but the plants are already here.
Yeah.
So, those things and the beauty that we see in nature, I think that those are great sources of inspiration for us. We can look at a fern and say, wow, this is prehistoric. They
Yeah.
survived the dinosaurs. So they're very strong plants. And to be able to see that they're here and they're, we can design with
Yeah.
them still. Dinosaurs
Yeah,
are
it's
far
kind of
gone.
crazy to think. Yeah.
Exactly. So, those things, to really
Yeah.
look at the beauty in nature, to look at the beauty in creation, through our kids, through even my marriage with my wife,
Yeah.
that's kind of,
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time
Yeah,
to talk to me
for
today.
sure.
I hope I feel like everyone who's listening is going to learn a
Yeah.
lot from this interview, and just kind of knowing that not every business has a story. So thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, of
Thank you.
course.